Kurt Tripp from Ivory Trading Company, and I want to show you today part of our knife line. These are the knives that we make with other knife making companies, a joint venture, if you will. We have access to a lot of what we call Arctic exotics, which are mainly materials that are found in Alaska, and we have a lot of them, and so we send them our material, or we send them knife scales, and they put them onto their knives. Works out really good. The materials that we use are prehistoric woolly mammoth ivory, of course. It's a hallmark of our materials. This is what it looks like on the inside. It's a beautiful material. We use a lot of walrus ivory, and this is a whole fossil walrus tusk. And here's what it looks like on the outside and on the inside. Beautiful material. This is a woolly mammoth tooth. That's a whole tooth. Doesn't look like much. But on the inside, it's very beautiful. This is a slice. It's been polished just to show. We also use moose antler. We only use this part because it's very non-porous. The rest of the moose antler is very porous. We use the whole thing, but we use that for other stuff. We also use Usik, spelled O-O-S-I-K. If you're wondering what it is, there's a great poem online that you can find. It's called Ode to an Usik. Read it, it's funny. And then lastly, we use a lot of Eskimo artifacts. The artifacts we really only use with these knives that you see here, which are made by James Baring. Baring made knives. He's actually a second generation knife maker. His father is also James, but I think he goes by Jim. But the son is whose knives we sell, who makes these strictly for us. This is a whaling harpoon head. This happens to be a whole one. There's a few more examples down there. And we have a number of different knives made with these harpoon heads. They're Siberian Yupik Eskimo, found on St. Lawrence Island by the Eskimos when we purchased them from the Siberian Yupik Eskimos. We have a lot of other kinds of artifacts too. This is a ice probe wedge, and this is a handle. You can see right. And then we use the Usik, of course. There's a number of different styles. Every one of James's knives come with a custom-made sheath, a zipper case, and a card that explains the material that was used in it, either the walrus, the mammoth, the moose, or the tooth. James also makes a great axe. We currently only have this one. It's got an Usik handle. If there's any of these that you're interested in, or any of the knives that you're interested in, you can call us at our office at 206-954-9837. That's my cell, or 425-486-4218. That's our office. You can also email us at ivoryjack@ivoryjacks.com. That's ivoryjack@ivoryjacks.com. Moving right along here. These knives are made by Bradford Knives here in Washington State. This is a brand new knife, and we're introducing it actually with this video. It is AEBL steel, and then we send James either mammoth or walrus ivory, and he makes these handles for us. These are made by CNC machines, so every one is exactly the same, and they're absolutely perfect. This is a fabulous knife. It was actually featured in the Blade magazine, and it won the tomato cutting competition, and you can see why. It's very, very sharp. This steel was originally used for razor blades, and it eventually made its way into the knife business. That's why it's so sharp. These also come with a sheath, and you can get a paring knife also with the same steel. He makes this one. This is This is also by Bradford. It's called the Guardian 3. It's what he terms an everyday carry. And again, we send him our material. This one's mammoth. We got walrus, Usik, and moose. All of those come with a different kind of sheath. That's a belt sheath. Fits right here. This is a Warncliffe by Schott and Morgan. This company is actually out of business. They were in Pennsylvania and made knives for over 150 years, or 125 years. We bought a number of blanks from them and put our own handles on them. And this one here is mammoth tooth. We have mammoth tusk crosscut. It creates an excellent pattern. And then mammoth ivory. They also make this little pen knife that we bought from them. These are only available in the walrus tusk. Then one of my favorite knives, and indeed one of the knives that I carry frequently, is this Kershaw. This is called a leek. It's a spring assist blade, and we have this. It's all the scales are only on one side, and it's got a clip on the other side, so it's great in your pocket. We have this one actually in jade, which is very unusual. I don't know of a lot of people that have a lot of jade knives, but we do. And we also have it in mammoth tooth. This is dyed or natural. We have them with serration and without. Those are a great knife. We started selling with Swiss Army out of Switzerland, obviously, I guess Swiss Army. And we have their camper with a number of different blades on it. This one's mammoth tooth, and we have it also available in mammoth ivory. And then we have one that's called a gent's knife, again in mammoth tooth and mammoth ivory. That's a great knife. Finally, we have L'Aïeul in a Broc in France. We have very limited availability of all of these knives, but we have a broad range of styles from their world famous sommelier. We have this in mammoth ivory. This happens to be bark, but we also have it in cream. We also have it in sheephorn. Widely considered the best sommelier in the world. These come with a box and information cards too. This is the whole line of those. All of the folding knives come with the handy Ursa zipper case to protect them. And if you are interested in those, I can send you a digital catalog over the email. Now we'll do a close-up look so you can take a look at everything and see what you think.